Well, yesterday's storm led to damage all across the inland Northwest, especially when it came to hail. For one Liberty Lake winery, that storm happened right in the middle of a release party, forcing staff and guests to take cover.
KREM 2's Cody Proctor actually spoke with the owner of Liberty Lake Wine Cellars, who ended up keeping a little souvenir from the storm. Cody's joining us now live with more. Hi, Cody.
Well, hi, Mark and Whitney. That souvenir right about is actually right here in front of me, and it's not my lunch. These are actually hailstones. This is what fell out of the sky yesterday during yesterday's storm. Now, these hailstones, excuse me, only measure at about 2 inches, and they're melting quickly, so I'll put them back in here just to try and preserve them. But even though 2 inches might not necessarily seem like a very big item, especially when you compare it to like a phone, it can do a lot of damage. For example, here at Liberty Lake Wine Cellars, the storm came through right in the middle of their release party. When that storm happened, guests and staff actually rushed inside to take cover. That included going into their barrel room to be safe. Now, according to owner and winemaker Mark Lathrop, it was a chaotic scene for them for several minutes thanks to the wind and the hail bouncing off of the metal roof, and says it actually left them feeling helpless.
The surprising thing was, you get warnings of hail and they say golf ball, or this time it was tennis ball. And it didn't really click on how big these hailstones were going to be, because we just don't get that here.
Now, after the storm moved on, the winery suffered some damage to their vehicles and to their outside AC unit. However, their siding was pretty much in the clear. But for employees that were living nearby, they saw even more damage to their homes, with the vinyl siding pockmarked with holes from these hailstones. So again, showing you what these hailstones look like, Lathrop says they've already filed insurance claims for the damage. And he says they're actually pretty lucky that the storm went through here rather than where their grapes are grown, which is in Benton City, because they said if this storm had gone through where their grapes are grown, they would have lost their harvest. Reporting in Liberty Lake, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.